Yung pong ginawa ng ating Pangulo, no, yun po ito ang ating gusto talaga mangyari dito po sa ating bill na final, no? To put really price cap dito po sa ating pagbili ng palay, no? Gusto natin kasing actually gusto nating gawin na itong mga palay na ating pong binibili sa ating magsasaka, meron po silang kita. No? Gusto natin siguraduhin ito. No? So actually, itong ginawa po ng ating Pangulo, ito po yung nandito sa ating bill talaga ngayon. No? To really put, bigyan natin ng presyo na pagbili sa palay na merong kita po yung ating magsasaka. We filed House Bill 9020, no? Basically, it's bringing back price stabilization fund, no, for the price of palay, no. So ito po yung naalis, no, when we had this rice trade liberalization or what we call the RTL, the rice tariffication law. Tinanggal po itong price stabilization fund under NFA before, no. So we basically wanted to bring it back by stabilizing prices of palay to make sure that ito pong presyo ng ating mga palay ngayon meron pong kinikita ang ating pong magsasaka. No? Marami pong problema masusolusyonan dito, Karen, once we do this, na itong presyo ng palay na binibili sa ating mga magsasaka ay sisiguraduhin nating may kita sila. No? Yung pong mga problema natin with the enactment of the new agrarian emancipation law, which we are also the principal author, mawawala yung pangamba natin na ibebenta nila yung lupa after the restriction period. Nakikita natin ngayon pa lang binibenta na nila, no? Hindi pa tapos yung restriction period. So mawawala ito, no? Because sino ba naman ang magbebenta ng lupa kung meron kang kikitain na dito sa iyong produksyon, no? And next is yung pong pangamba natin na mawawala na tayo ng mga magsasaka, mawawala rin to dahil may inganyo nating yung mga kabataan na pumasok sa pagsasaka din uli because meron silang kikitain. Our annual production, Karen, of palay is about 20 million metric tons. So I'm looking at putting an increase or an additional 5 pesos to 10 pesos per kilo to the price of the farm gate price of palay. No? So meaning to say, for every if the farm gate price, example, if the farm gate price now, the president has just said it's 20 pesos. No, the farm gate price really is at 16 to 17 pesos right now. But the president has just said that bibilhin daw ito or kailangan 23 pesos ang bilihan, no? So medyo 5 pesos ang additional
so,
na
yan?
ano.
So how much is that?
So if we look at the whole of 20 million metric tons, it's about 100 billion pesos po yung price stabilization fund na kailangan po natin dito.
Taon-taon.
Taon-taon. It's quite a big amount, but to me, it's a worthwhile investment that we need to do now. Sabi nga, gaya ng sabi nga, no, marami po tayong napaglalaanan ng pondo, mga malalaking infrastruktura, and why not dito po natin ito gawin, no? Because I greatly believe that it is the main responsibility of the government, yung pong tiyan o yung pong pagkain ng ating pong mga bawat isang mamamayan. No? Yun po yung una natin dapat tingnan. Kailan po natin ito gagawin? Yes.
Oo, tama. Would you repeal the Rice Tariffication Act?
Well, we have to revisit and look at it, no? Because under the Rice Tariffication Act, ito pong mga gusto nating mangyari. No? Ito pong mga with the House bill kasi, this is my idea, the House bill, once the government, no, na binigyan na ng presyo ng palay, yung palay, no, dinagyan natin ng price subsidy yung palay, the government, pwede sana silang bumili direkta, no? The government has that option na bilhin lahat, no? Itong mga local production, no? And then
but
on the
that's
other
what I
hand,
wanted to ask you. Wasn't that the NFA's responsibility? Was it the mandate of the NFA in the beginning to really buy? They have to buy the local palay. Dapat NFA
yes.
yon.
Pero ang binibili kasi, Karen, ngayon ng NFA ay yung pang-buffer stock lang natin, no?
Oo. So
Pang-buffer
dapat
stock.
ba magbago yon?
Well, yes.
Dapat ba baliktad na nakamandato na ang NFA, kayo ang dapat bumili ng lahat ng palay ng ating local farmers? Kasi pera ng gobyerno ginagamit ng NFA.
Tama po kayo, Karen.
Ha?
No? Dapat
Bakit
ang
yung
gobyerno...
NFA nag-i-import like a private importer?
Tama po kayo. Ang NFA po, bawal na mag-import ngayon under the RTL. So, hindi na po siya pwedeng mag-import. But ang gusto nating mangyari kasi, Karen, under the rice trade liberalization or the rice tarification law, actually, pwede kahit sino na mag-import. No? Kahit sino, anybody can import provided that they would have that sanitary and phytosanitary permit. No? But the sad reality is hindi po nangyayari ito. No? So, ang atin po kasi, if we will be able to protect our local farmers by giving them this price subsidy, wala po tayong magiging problema sa kanila. The government can buy all their production, and then on the other hand, ito naman po mga importasyon, pumasok po ito ng pumasok, dadami po yung supply sa ating merkado, bababa po yung presyo, mawawala yung tinatawag nating cartel. No?
Okay.
Because that is exactly the purpose bakit po natin ino-open up is para pumasok po yung itong ating mga bigas. No? Pero hindi nga po nangyayari ito.
Congressman, so if I agree with you in terms of the government buying all the local palay, but when you say government, which agency do you mean? Do you mean the NFA?
Well, we can, the idea is we
Because
can
the
revisit.
DA can't buy that. It's still
Yes.
the NFA that would have to buy it.
Yes, we will discuss that under the bill. We will discuss it in the TWG, but we can revisit the mandate of the NFA na sila po ang bumili lahat, or we can come up with, depende po sa pag-uusapan with all the concerned agencies, if we will put up another, yung para pong Philippine Rice Corporation to really...
But that's
yes.
another, you're talking about another bureaucratic agency there.
We have to, if we put up another agency, then we will have to abolish yung NFA. No? So either we revisit
Isn't just
yung
that
mandate ng NFA.
renaming the NFA?
Yes, pwede po yun. No? Pwede po ganun
okay.
ang mangyari. And revisit the mandate for the NFA to buy yung directly from local farmers, so yung lahat po ng production. Ito pong mga binili na...
Ba't di na lang gawin yun ng NFA? Am I right, the NFA had a budget of 7 billion this
Which
year
is
for
too low.
2023, which is too low. So they have, I
9
think,
9 billion for next year. I think 9 billion for next year. ang
and they just have buffer stocks for 2 weeks. And
yes,
right?
for 9 days. For 9 days,
9
the
days?
buffer stocks now is they just have about 350,000 metric tons. For 15 days should be about 650,000 metric tons. No,
Okay.
so for 9 days lang po yung buffer stock nila no, sa ngayon. No? Ito pong local na mga bibilhin po ng gobyerno, gusto natin mangyari, lahat po ito pwede pong gawin na buffer stock ng ating gobyerno.
I was gonna say that.
Yes.
But di na lang yun gawin ng NFA.
Yes.
Updated sila, you have to buy. Because
Yes.
when the president ordered that this is the new price, that you have to buy it from the farmer, if that's a private individual, hindi nila susundin ng Pangulo, tatawad yun. Tatawad
Tama.
ang negosyante. But if the president mandates that, it's logical that that's what the government will buy from the farmer. You cannot expect a private businessman to actually follow those prices. Tatawad at tatawad ang negosyante.
Tama kayo, Karen, with the price subsidy sa palay, mapipilitan din itong mga traders na sumunod or hindi, kung hindi mawawala na sila. No? And then itong mga lokal kasi na production na binili ng government, pwede kasi natin itong Karen gawing equalizer din. No? Meaning to say, pag
Agree.
pumasok yung mga imported na bigas na mas mahal, no? Halimbawa, katulad po ngayon, nakikita natin, world market prices are going up, and especially dahil yung mga importasyon ngayon, let's say India, ayaw nilang mag-export. So pag tumataas po yung presyo ng mga imported na bigas, pwede pong pang-equalize po ito ng ating gobyerno. No? Dapat siguro bisitahin ulit, rekisahin, tingnan, revise the mandate, look at all the people running it, managing it. No? Dapat siguro tingnan na ating gobyerno ito para po, ito po dito sa ating gusto mangyari, ito pong 20 pesos na bigas, pwede po natin ito maatim in the long run. No? Because I have said, Karen, with the bill, with the price subsidy, we are hoping that production would increase. No?
Wow.
The
Okay,
oo.
another question,
Yes.
because we don't have enough time. You said we produce 20 million metric tons a year,
Yes.
right?
Yes.
And 20 million metric tons covers what percentage of food security for the Philippines? Is it 90?
No. 20 million metric tons of palay would translate to 13 million metric tons of rice, no?
Okay.
Our total consumption is 16 million metric tons. That's why we are importing about 3 million metric tons
Okay.
every year.
Yeah. So,
Excluding,
Congressman,
yes,
what-
excluding buffer stock, yeah.
what do we need to produce 3 million metric tons more?
Well, the
This is
average,
a discussion of every administration. What aren't we doing right? Why can't we make our production grow?
well, number one, because Karen, wala nga pong kinikita yung ating magsasaka. No? If you look at the productivity of our local farmers, our
Mababa.
average production, 4.6 metric tons per hectare. Wherein if you look at our same Asian
Neighbors.
neighbors na
Thailand.
yeah, like Thailand and Vietnam, they're producing 8 to 10 metric tons per hectare. No? So mababa. Bakit po nangyayari ito? Number one, because sa kakulangan nga sa kita, sa kakulangan sa pagkain, walang pera. So instead na let's say 4 bags of fertilizer per hectare, ginagawa nila 2 bag na lang ang nilalagay para yung pera para doon sa another 2 bags gagamitin na lang sa pagkain o sa ibang pangangailangan, no? Yun po yung nangyayari. And of course, the subsidy na binibigay natin, yung mga inputs, fertilizers and everything, dapat on time ito dumarating. No? What is happening now is dumarating ito kung kailan anihan na. No? So, ang nangyayari, hindi na nagagamit. So, walang fertilizer na nalalagay. No? And of course, yung lagi nating sinasabi, yung pong post-harvest facilities, dapat po ito ay ibigay ng ating government. No? That is one of the purpose ng RTL, no, yung sa RCEP maglaan ng pondo para ibalik po sa ating local farmers to lower their production cost. Hindi po nangyayari ito. Yes.
A few more quick questions. I'm sorry. I mean, I want to speak with you again because clearly you know this subject quite well. So clearly, just be yes or no. Do you believe that Finance Secretary Diokno and Balisacan should be removed?
Sa akin, Karen, wag natin pag-usapan ngayon yan because we have itong problema sa harap natin. Dapat tingnan po natin muna.
All right. Next question. There are talks Balisacan could be the next agri-chief. Do you think he's the man for the job? Or what kind of agri-chief should the president be looking for?
Ako personally, I would want na si Presidente ang magpatuloy po na maghawak ng ating pong DA. No? Because to me, as I've said, the primary responsibility of a government is yung po pagkain ng bawat isang mamamayan. No? So mas maganda po na directly ang Pangulo ang humahawak niyan because all the backstops at him. No? Kung ano siya talaga ang may responsibility, siya yung may hawak. No? So yan po ang gusto kong mangyari. And gaya nga ng sinasabi ko, Karen, ang ating pong food security is a national security issue. So to me, if it's a national security issue, it's automatically an expense item. Pag sinabi mo expense item yan, automatically dapat every year nag-aalat po ng pondo ang ating pong pamahalaan para dyan. And we wanted to make our local farmers as our food security soldiers.